We read books for many reasons: to be entertained, to be absorbed, to learn new facts. And today we will go deep into the purposes and outcomes of reading. I'm speaking not only about reading books. Reading includes many sources of information. It may be social media posts, forums and YouTube. It may be books, reviews, reports, news, and so on. And all information in these sources may be useful or maybe not. It even may be useless at all, but even useful information should be handled in a specific way. You have to be able to use it if and when necessary. But of course, the purposes of reading may be different. It's all up to you. Purpose number one is to be entertained. In this case, a person just wants to relax, and to do that reads his or her favorite literature or watches favorite YouTube channel. The crucial point here is to be aware of the real purpose of such reading and not to spend much time on that. Purpose number two, to be on the same wavelength with colleagues. Everything should be clear here. When a person's colleagues discuss some trending book, it's a natural wish to read this book to be able to keep up the conversation. Purpose number three is to feel that you somehow improve. It's a dangerous illusion. We've discussed this in one of the previous videos. Links will be in the description. The matter is that real self-improvement and real professional development is the ability to solve new problems and to perform new tasks. Reading books, even books devoted to self-improvement, cannot be useful on their own. If you read a biopic of a Nobel Prize winner just for fun without marking the book and making conclusions to be implemented in your life, there is no personal development. The fourth purpose is reading to perform everyday tasks, or in other words, reading to find out functional knowledge. We discussed functional knowledge in the previous video, check it out. For example, you want to cook borscht and look through the internet to find out a good recipe. So in general, we're looking for the instructions and recipes for performing simple day-to-day tasks. How to hang a picture, how to limit a child's access to the internet. Today, many instructions are consumed mostly in a video format because it's simply much easier to understand what to do when you watched the whole process, rather than when you read about it. The fifth purpose of reading is to study a new field of knowledge. As opposed to the previous purpose, here we are talking about fundamental knowledge, which includes several significant points. The knowledge of the language and terms of the field and relations between them. For example, in algebra it will be such notions that a variable, an equation, a quadratic equation, a polynomial, and so on. Variable is a part of a polynomial, etc. The knowledge of milestones in the history of the field. For example, the appearance of blockbusters of Steven Spielberg and George Lucas in cinematography. The knowledge of major system functions in the field. For example, in the UX design, these functions are management of users' attention, management of users' understanding, and system usability. The final point here is the knowledge of the typical problems and methods and techniques to solve them. The final purpose is reading for specific professional purposes, looking for useful source material. This is the main purpose of reading for a professional. It is some kind of a professional vision, an ability to filter all the information from a professional point of view. What types of information does professional pay attention to? There are at least three things: common mistakes, typical actions that don't lead to a solution to the problem. For example, to forget to validate your website by way accessibility validation service. Techniques, something that helps a lot in solving professional problems. Laws of composition for designers. And problems, questions, and unclear points, to be focused on finding solutions for them. To sum up, reading for a professional is a must. We need precedents to develop professional instruments, as well as we need a vast personal knowledge base to eventually solve new problems in a certain field. That's why we need to distinguish different purposes of reading and use different strategies in each case. If you want to know more about that, check out the other concentrated videos on the channel. Thank you.